Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. So it is January 1st when I'm filming this. I actually already filmed this video once and I went to edit it and it sounded terrible. So I'm gonna do it again, sitting here for you, and I'm gonna talk you through everything that I discovered and loved in 2017. So let's get started. Now I have a list in front of me and my bullet journal kind of hanging out over here and a pile of stuff, and I'm gonna go through everything. Some of it I have in front of me, some of it I might have to put pictures on the screen of, because either it's not in stock in my house or I currently just forgot to grab it before I sat down. So the first couple of things as I think about them and before I forget about them. So some food discoveries this year that I've loved and do not currently have either on hand or in front of me. Zevia. I've been loving the cream soda by Zevia. I'm not really into like sodas, but that has been my thing, my go-to, my little like when I want something different than water and tea. I drink a lot of tea, as you normally see a hot cup of tea next to me. Today it is quite chilly here, so I have a hot drink with me all the time. I also have a blanket on my lap because I'm freezing, so we're shooting it cozy style. But Zevia is normally one of the things that you will find on hand with me, along with the lime mint elderflower mineral water, sparkling water from Whole Foods. I always forget the name. That combination is just my favorite. The only place that I found that combination is at Whole Foods. I found like tonic water that's like an elderflower, but it tends to be sweetened. So if anybody knows of a different one, I'd love to try it. But the elderflower water is my fave. It's been one of my go-tos for sparkling water this year, as I've been drinking other stuff than just regular water. The other thing there, I also have been loving my Hydro Flask, which is behind the camera over there. Forgot to grab that. I love my Hydro Flask. It's super great when I travel. I've talked about it a ton. I have the 32-ounce one and I have loved it for keeping my water cold, for just making sure that I drink enough water, having it on hand. It's been really great and kind of helping me up my water game. So if you're looking to invest in something like that, I would highly recommend it. It definitely does an excellent job at keeping my water cold. All right, we're gonna go off this list here, so let's kind of get into it. I'm hoping that I can make this video as concise as possible and go from there. So the first thing of this list, I'm just gonna start with itself, is my bullet journal. I didn't think that bullet journals were gonna be for me. Wasn't massively sure that that would work out for me. I knew that planners were kind of a thing. I've talked about bullet journals a ton. I have 2 posts on the blog about them, you know, why I started using one and then what I'm doing differently this year. So I'll link that in the description box below. But my bullet journal has definitely been one of the great things that I've discovered this year, and just helping me keep organized, helping me be able to grow my business, my blog, this YouTube channel, all of that. So I've really enjoyed my bullet journal. I definitely think that it's great because it's adaptable for everybody, but I'll put the links in the description box below so you can check that out yourself. So reading from my bullet journal though, I have a couple of books and TV shows as well on the list. So 2 of the TV shows that I watched this year, I watched Shooter. The first season is on Netflix, and then I watched Grimm, and I believe almost all of the seasons are on Amazon Prime. I don't know if the last season has made it on there yet, but both of those have been faves of mine that I kind of got trapped in and watched all of. And then I also have almost caught up on Game of Thrones. I'm a few episodes shy of being caught up, but I'm kind of waiting because I know that there's going to be a minute before there's an episode, so I'm not rushing my last like 3. But those are the shows that I have watched this year. Also The Brave. The Brave is another one that I've really loved. That's a new show that's come out this year. It's been a fave of mine. I guess I'm just in like one of those times where apparently I like more shooting shows. I don't know what's up with that, but I really enjoyed The Brave. Not so much Seal and not so much Valor. All of those came out this fall. Not sure what was up with that, but definitely have been loving The Brave. I think the first 10, I think there were 9 or 10 episodes before Christmas break, and that comes back soon. So I've been loving those 3 shows. Not anything physical I can show you. And then books. So let's start with my Kindle. I bought a Kindle during the Amazon sale this summer. I'd wanted one for a while. I go through phases where I'm either in a TV phase and I'm watching TV shows and movies, or I'm in a book phase. I tend to be in one or the other. I don't tend to stay in both. it comes in waves of what I'm reading, all that jazz. But if I'm in like a fiction otherworld phase, it's either one or the other. So I had been reading my iPad a ton. My iPad is very old, it's cracked, it was getting to the point where it was kind of glitchy, and I'd been looking at investing in a new one, but I wasn't quite ready to make that jump yet, and so I decided to buy a Kindle, and I love it. I love that it's great. It's simply for reading, and that's really what I want it to be for. It holds tons of books. I have an Amazon Prime membership, so I can utilize their system for, you know, reading free from certain things in their library, getting free books, all that jazz. So I'm a huge fan of my Kindle. It's been really great. I have the Paperwhite, so it's not like the smallest one, but the next one up, and it's been great. It's, you know, about the size of my hand, maybe a little bit, not about the size of my hand. So it works really well for me. I haven't traveled with it much, but I do really enjoy it, and I think it'll be great when I am traveling this year. But on that Kindle, noting that some of the things that I have that aren't in front of me, book-wise, that I've loved this year. Body Love by Kelly LeVeque. I did a review on the blog on that. I will put that down below. That was one of my favorite books from the year. Just as far as getting me healthier, helping me kind of be motivated, giving me perspective on building a healthy lifestyle. I think Kelly did a wonderful job. I'm a really big fan of that book. I recommend it to everybody. I think that if you're really looking to make healthy lifestyle changes, that Kelly's book gives you the foundation to make those approaches very easily. So I can't recommend that enough. Along with Superwoman RX by Dr. Taz. That was another book that I kind of stumbled upon and really just fell in love with. I felt like a lot of it resonated with me, that I took things from it that have really helped me build things in my life that I've stuck to and have given me the grounding and the foundation to just build a lifestyle that I can maintain. Particularly that's helped me more on this side of just being more focused and having my energy balanced and knowing what works best for my personality. But I am a huge fan of that book. Those are two that I'm constantly recommending to people. I cannot say enough good things about them. But let's get into, the other thing before I forget. I was gonna say let's get into the box. Before I forget about it, my hair. I have been trying to go this white blonde for forever, and my lovely hairdresser Elena is one of my favorite things from this year. She happens to be a good friend as well, but just discovering her, really having somebody who could help me get my hair to the color that I wanted it to, help me maintain it, teach me about how to make that work, that has been a huge thing for me. So massive shout out to her, because she is one of my closest friends, as well as the lady behind my lovely hair color. I could not do this without you at all, and I'm very thankful for you. Okay, starting on this pile, building off of the hair. So one of the things that I really discovered this year and have tweaked my system for, I've talked about it a ton, I will put the video link above whichever corner that goes to, and how I keep my blonde hair bright, is purple shampoo. I use a couple of purple shampoos, if I'm honest. I actually have a couple of shampoos that I rotate between. I really like this Kenra one for maintaining in between. It really just, it's light enough in purple that it helps keep the purple out, or the gray and the brassiness out, but it still helps tone my hair. So I'm a huge fan of that. But purple shampoos in general, if you're going for a whiter blonde color, they're a great help. And then I've also discovered the Kristen S thickening spray, which has hair on it, I'm sorry. I've been using this a lot more lately, particularly when I blow dry my hair. It just does a really good job at helping me get, it makes my hair really fluffy. So I have pretty fine hair. I have a lot of hair, but I have fine hair. So sometimes it just doesn't get that volume that I want it to. And I curl it and I'll brush it out, and then it gets thicker, and that kind of tends to be my thing as far as curling and styling. Like, this is 2 or 3 days in and it's just been brushed through. But this really helps give me the body and the volume that I'm looking for, particularly for my fine hair, and it's an affordable product. I've really been loving some of Kristen's products this year, the ones that I've tried. I have her texturizing spray and her beach wave spray, along with the thickening spray, and they've been some of my favorite products from this year. You can find them at Target and they're all very affordable, so I would definitely recommend that. on to gadgety stuff, and then we will hit all the beauty stuff in the box. So gadget wise, my Apple Watch, which is hiding over here. I love my Apple Watch. I was actually looking through my activity levels the other day because I can track and see, and I feel like partly because of just what I've done and partly when having the watch, I've been the most consistent with my workouts that I have been in a very long time. For me, the watch has done really great things in helping me be motivated, helping me kind of maintain, and just a friendly reminder. It's really what I needed and has worked well for me. I share activity with other friends, and that has been wonderful because the friends that I, share activity with are all, fairly regular activity level people. So it's just a good little like group to have, and it encourages me, and I feel like I've been more consistent with my workouts, and that's definitely helping me step forward towards my goals. But along with that, I've also been using wireless headphones. Now I have 2 pairs. They're both Bose. These are the ones that I use when I run. They're just the simple basic ones. They have the little clip somewhere. I took it off. I don't know where it went. Along with my big ones. These I use when I run pretty much around the house. I use these quite frequently. These I use when I edit, when I travel, when I just want to create my own quiet little bubble. I adore these headphones. This was my Christmas gift to myself. I am a massive fan of them. I was in Atlanta in November, and I was in a coffee shop working, and I pulled these headphones out, and I didn't realize just how much of the noise around me it cut out. It kind of created my own bubble. I was able to work, and knock everything out that I needed to do in 30 minutes because I was super able to focus with them. They are a bit of an investment. They are a bit pricier, but if you travel a lot, if you work for yourself in that way, maybe you just need to be able to isolate and kind of be productive in those moments. I live in a house where it tends to get very busy, very loud, dogs, people, TVs, all the things going all the time. So for me to kind of be able to create quiet, sometimes I have to figure out how to do that, and these headphones have been such a blessing. They do plug in, and half the time I will just plug them into my laptop, but they're great as far as being wireless. I cannot say enough nice things about them. I'm definitely glad that I invested in them. Should they be a little bit less? Probably, but I definitely would pay for them again. So can I add tea to my list of things? Guys, I'm going to do a Vitacost haul soon because I just ordered some, and you will see that I bought a lot of decaf tea because I have been drinking so much. So much decaf tea. It is so cold. Alright, in the box, we're going to start with skincare and end with makeup. I have been using a lot of Pixi products this year. You would have seen this. And pretty much everything I'm about to show you skincare wise was in my most recent skincare video, so I will link that for you as well. But my Glow Peel pads by Pixi, these are some of my faves. I've got 2 or 3 left in this one, and then I've got a new one in my drawer. These have been great for helping to resurface my skin, for really just helping me to get my skin to the levels that I want it to be. I am a massive, massive, massive fan of these. They're affordable. I don't use them every day. I use them every couple of days. There's a whole reasoning behind that, but I'm a huge fan of them. I really like them. If you're looking to kind of add acid into your skincare routine, I would definitely recommend them. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about with acid and skincare, go read Caroline Hyron's blog. You will learn everything. And speaking of Caroline, her double cleanse with Pixi. So I've been using this as my nighttime cleanser for the past few months, and I love this as well. It's my go-to. I have my designated morning cleanser, and then I just keep this around for night. It's perfect. I have the solid cleansing and the cream on the other side. I love this. It does a great job at taking off my makeup. I don't use this on my eyes, though. I did find that my eyes were getting very dry using this, so I use a separate eye makeup remover, but I have really, really loved this. And again, it's affordable, and you can get it at Target. Now for the less affordable skincare is my eye cream and my serum. I've mentioned this Belief Eye Balm, moisturizing eye balm before. I have been loving this for the past couple months. I want to say that this is $45, but I've been using it for at least 2 or 3 months, and we are about, I'm not quite sure. I still don't know where the bottom of this thing is going to go. So either I'm 2/3 of the way through, or I'm gonna find out that all this little indented stuff's gonna have more. It's gonna be wonderful. But this has been great for really hydrating and keeping my eyes from being irritated, helping with that dry under eye. I use this morning and night. I'm a big fan of it. It's more on the affordable side because I wanted something that wasn't as crazy expensive. I considered First Aid Beauty's eye cream, but I ended up going for this, which was a little bit more, but I really enjoyed it. And then along with that, I have been using the Clarins Double Serum Hydric and Lipid System. I use this in the morning as my like morning serum because I have the Kiehl's one, but I will continue to use this, you know, you can use it morning and night. So I like to use it when I travel. I'll just take this one. Sorry guys, the camera cut out. So I use this morning and night, but I will continue to use this. I really enjoy it. It's great when I travel because I can use it both in morning and night, but normally I just use it in the morning unless I forget, and then I use it at night as well out of habit because I really like it. So I'm a big fan of this one. I got it in a gift set for Christmas and it's been great. I do want to try some more green skincare towards the beginning of the year, but which is now actually, but that's been a good one. If I do find some more affordable serums, I will let you guys know. All right, so everything in the box, I think I'm missing something, but we're gonna go for it. I've loved a couple of brushes. These are all recent purchases and they've just been ones I've been a big fan of. The MAC 217, I feel like lots of people use this. I realized a couple of months ago that I, you know, had really good eye makeup, like as far as I had good palettes and quality palettes, but I was also really struggling. I didn't have the right brushes for everything. So I invested in a couple of new ones. So the MAC 217, and then Smashbox came out with some brushes and I watched and read the reviews on those. I've been using their shadow blending one and then the all over shadow brushes, and these are my go-to brushes for my eyes. I am a huge fan of them. They're a little bit more of an investment, but if you kind of invest one brush at a time, I just felt like I didn't have anything that I could really do my shadow with. So those brushes have been fabulous. And then in the box, I thought that I put my Benefit brow pencil. I didn't, but I do have the Gimme Brow. I love the Gimme Brow. The Gimme Brow has been new in my rotation in the last couple months. I do think that this is not available right now. If I remember correctly, Benefit has recalled it for some issues. So I'm not going to take mine back. I'm not putting it in my eyes, but I really like it. Everybody that I know that uses it really likes it. But if you're looking for an alternative, the Glossier Boy Brow might be a good one too. Okay. Every time I film this video, I forget to grab the Naked Heat palette, but guys, it's on my list. I really enjoyed the Naked Heat palette. I just forget to grab it and put it here because I haven't gone in that drawer. So Naked Heat palette was a great one for the year. I really enjoyed that one. I haven't used it as much lately because I've been using the next palette I'm about to show you, but I really liked that one. I don't know that it's for everybody. It might be too warm. It might be too bold for some, but I think that it's been a great palette. But those colors tend to be, or were very prevalent in a lot of the palettes that came out towards the end of the year. So I've seen one from Tarte that looks really nice. I almost like that one better in the packaging sense because the mirror is bigger, but I don't know. But the Naked Heat one has been really good. Along with my Huda Beauty one, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I showed you guys this when I got it. It is this little 9-quad shadow pack, and I'm a big fan of it. I really like it. I wanted these colors, but because of the wave of all of the orange and warm palettes, I really didn't want to justify, or didn't think that I could justify buying some of these other palettes. So this was a nice compromise, a nice small thing to have, great for travel if I want to take this along with me because I can do quite a few looks with it, and it also just gives me access to those colors without having another giant palette in my collection. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't have all the room in the world, and I really wanted to buy more Christmas gifts. The other palette that I have been loving and using and traveling with a lot lately is this NARS palette, which is super reflective. The Narcissus one, it's got quite a few great colors that I really love. Again, there's the orangey ones in here. This is another great one for doing all kinds of basic looks. I will say that it's a bit pricier and there are probably some more affordable options out there, but I wanted a NARS palette for a while. This is like my birthday treat to myself this summer. So I have really enjoyed this, but I don't know if I would recommend telling anybody else to buy it. I just have enjoyed it myself. But I do think that there are some better palettes on the market for the price. So, but it's a lovely palette and I have enjoyed it. And then the last little bit is all face stuff. I have been using this Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and I've really enjoyed that this year. I have never been super into stick foundations. I like that this one, if you're more of a matte person, this might be a bit more for you. I really enjoyed it, but it took me some time to pair it with the right primer and work for my face. I use this normally with my Smashbox primer, and that's been a big fave for me. I am currently using a different one, which will be in my January favorites, but I would really recommend that one if that's something that you're looking for. If you like stick foundations and you want a good one, that one has worked well for me. Along with the YSL Baby Dolls mascara that I forgot to grab, but I do want to tell you guys about. I grabbed that when I was in Atlanta last month from Nordstrom. I'd been wanting to try it for a while and I am obsessed with it. I love it. It does great things for my lashes. It makes them as long and as separated as I wanted them to. I haven't been this obsessed with the mascara in a really long time where I'm just like, I don't know that I want to try a ton of other ones. I really love it. So there are a lot. I normally wear 2 to 3 things on my eyes at any given time, and this one I will wear just by itself. So I'm a huge fan of it. It's a little bit pricier. Nothing crazy for a mascara, but it is really great and I'm a big fan. So if you have long lashes, want your lashes to look more separated, and are into buying a little bit more in the pricier range of mascaras and haven't tried that one, I would highly recommend it. And then the last 2 things on my list are going to be concealers. I have talked about one of these. I don't know if I've talked about the other this year, but the NARS Creamy Matte Concealer. It's the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have 2 of these because I have them 1 in each color. I got this as a sample in an order I placed a couple of months ago, and I have never loved a concealer more than I'd found with that, or with this particular one. I have one that I use more all over my face, and then I have one that I use under my eyes. This one in the vanilla is the one I use all over my face, and it gives me almost like the coverage that you want from a really good full coverage foundation. I can't speak right now, but it gives it to me in like almost like a pop form and a concealer, you know, in a little way. So when on the days where I just wear brows, mascara, and concealer, this is always my go-to. I use it to fill in around my nose, any patches on my face. This is like my go-to concealer for all things there. I have the lighter one. I'll use the lighter one sometimes, but sometimes I find it too dry under my eyes depending on the look I'm doing or what else I have going on with my makeup. I think that's probably more of like my skin stuff, my own skin issues, and just making sure that my under eyes are hydrated, but I do really love that for my face. There are tons of people I know that like it for under their eyes though, and I do use it under my eyes occasionally, but normally I will use this instead, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is available, I believe, exclusively at Ulta. And I heard so much hype about it, and I finally decided to try it. I went in and had them color match me for it to make sure that I was getting a lighter color under my eyes. And I've been using strictly that, and then I powder it with the Laura Mercier powder, and that has been my go-to under eye combo. I think I'm like the lightest color, because to even give me like an extra bit of light under eye, you kind of have to go very, very, very light, and this is fair. So I am quite lighter on the scale of skin tones, so that has been, you know, it's impressive that it can still make my under eyes look light. But I think that I am surrounded with lots of stuff, and that is everything that I had to share with you guys. I have also put a post in the blog to kind of go with this video, all about the things that I learned in 2017 and just what I feel like I've gotten out of it, what I feel like I am viewing differently. And then there will also be a post coming up on the blog talking all about, you know, the things that I am looking to do and accomplish in 2018, the goals that I am setting for myself. My scheduling for here, this space being here is probably going to change a little bit for the year. My goal right now is to have a new video every Sunday. It's going to be the consistent one. I may or may not pop a video up on Wednesday, either a vlog, a haul, something else. But I do plan to maintain at least a Sunday video, and then with the occasional Wednesday. So that is where I'm at right now. I feel like this last year has been great, and it's been crazy, and there have been so many things that have happened. I've gotten the chance to do so many great giveaways on my Instagram in the last month, and I'm so glad. A couple of my friends have won them. Somebody who won the Fandango gift card the other day sent me a picture of them going to see a movie with it, and that just made me so happy. So if you aren't already following me on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, I would love to connect with you guys there. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so, because I have lots of healthy, happy, wellness, and lifestyle content coming up for you over the course of the next year. So I love you guys. You matter to me. I'm so glad that you're here, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.